Hi, my name's Todd, and this is my dooryard. It is currently 68 degrees foolish with a nice breeze and a clear blue sky. What a rarity. That makes it roughly 20 degrees civilized. And unfortunately, this isn't the project today. Today's fun and games, or at least right now, is we're going to try and get this engine knocked down so that I can get this crank out and we can figure out which crank we got. Because it got pointed out to me that these are the 5 possibilities for this crank, and these are the 5 possibilities for this crank. And if you look closely, they're a little bit different. There's some different thing going on there. And this one's got a hole in it. That one does not. So we're going to do some tear down on this. I think we'll start with getting this cover off, get the fuel can off, and get the spark plug out. And we've got to get the valve cover off so we can get the engine timed. And I'm sure that this is timing chain belt, whatever they're using to run the overhead valves. And then we'll see about getting that. I don't know if I got to take my... Well, I suppose we'll dig into it and then we'll figure it out, right? What's the worst that could happen? I mean, the engine ain't working now, so I'm going to junk it more. Yeah, all right. All right, let me get some things together and we'll move forward on starting to take this thing apart. All right, I guess first things first, let's pop this recoil starter off it. Okay. That gets the fuel tank as well. All I could do is get it unplugged here. Let's take it from here. Hey, look. There's more maple seeds. Friggin' things. You get everywhere. Everywhere. Alright. What do you suppose the likelihood of me getting that pad is? A little coercion and leverage. Well, it spins. Let's see if we can slide that off while we're spinning it. Just a little plastic valve. I don't want to bust it. Oh, there it comes. There we go. Anything left in there? No. Awesome. Okay. Do you think we got to get this off? I bet we do. But you know what? I bet you lay this way real good now. All these maple seeds coming out everywhere. Let's get the spark plug out. Which is it? Appears to be 13/16. Oh, look. There's another maple seed. Go figure. Meh. Not great. But it's going to go right back in. All right. Valve cover. What size do we think? 10 millimeter? I just had that in my hand. Yep. All right, I'm going to go get a short extension. Actually, you know what? I just saw it over here. I have multiple 10 millimeters. Crazy, ain't it? Yeah, I'm going to have to get that flywheel off there, ain't I? Wonder how that's going to work. Because I don't have any air tools. And the likelihood of me holding on to that flywheel in such a way that it doesn't turn off is kind of slim. Alright. What are the odds that we need a lever? Because this one will be glued right the fuck down. Let's not bend shit. Man, this stuff is so delicate. Come on. Wow. Okay, a little rappy tap. And a bigger pry screwdriver. No, that's obviously going nowhere. I'm just going to bend. Wow. They were not interested in having this come off here, were they? They glued that right the frick down. Make sure I'm not catching up. A little more light on the subject. Make sure I'm not prying against a... Wow. Getting this to seal back up again afterwards might be a little bit of a chore. I'm probably doing this all screwed up. I'm sure there's half a dozen people right now screaming at, "What the fuck are you doing, you dumbass?" It's not probably on a vein here. Probably like Honda bond that I'm working against, huh? Yeah, I bet it is actually Honda bond. That stuff is notoriously there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you that is. I bet you that's Honda bond. Gonna have to get some more of that stupid shit. Alright, it appears we have a timing belt. And I bet you there's some timing marks on here somewhere. Well, would you look at that? Can you guys see that? See, there's one mark there, one mark there. I can try and put the light on it without being in front of the camera. That'd be pretty good. Here, how about like this? See, there's one mark here, right there. One mark right there. And they're supposed to be even with this side of the case, and that's supposed to be top dead center. And there's the top of the piston. Okay. Woohoo! Alright. So we got that done. Alright, so we got that done. Now, I understand we just gotta pull this pin out. Right here. That holds the timing set. I'm going to leave that right in there. Get our screwdrivers and shit out of here. And then we can just slide the timing belt off and take out our cam. Okay, we'll leave that right in there. Is there any reason to take the rockers off? Other than they'll fall off if I... Okay, so let's put this one over here. And put this one over here. Alright, we're not going to screw with any of that. We're going to leave the carburetor right on the head. We're going to leave the exhaust right on the head. I got to see about getting this flywheel off though. How big is that? Oops, less than that. More than that. So I bet it's 18? Nope. 19 millimeter. Sure enough. Now, what do you suppose the odds are that I'm going to be able to hold on to that well enough? Yeah. Bonnie. Yeah. What timely you showed up just now?
You need extra hands, I hear?
Yes, I do.
Bash my toes.
Ow.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't like it.
Okay. What you're going to do is jam the flywheel.
Okay.
Not quite like that. More like this.
What am I doing? Just holding that in there?
Actually, you know what? That one goes way in there. Yes, you're just
Holding that so that it won't turn.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Wow. Worried about it bending that rod.
All this holds is that plastic cover, so.
Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now for the next trick. How do we get this off this tapered end here, do you think? That can go in there. We ain't mistaking that for something else.
Yes, I will feed you. Important things to do. No fuzzy boys.
Does this little plastic doohickey come off here in some way? Looks like it's riveted on. Awesome. It would have to be a cage puller if there were a puller for it. Oh, it says puller. Puller. Here and here. Damnable thing. Okay. What am I going to do with that? I don't have a 2-jaw puller. Let me do some thinking. I'll come back. All right. How are we feeling about this? Oh, come on. Obviously, I need a bigger wrench. Well, that ain't helping. Bonnie? Could I get your assistance for a moment? Just hold on to the handle of that bar. Keep it from spinning.
So where are you going?
This way.
Okay.
That's not helping. I got a little bit on it.
Yep.
God damn, this thing should go. Wait,
Now we can put it lower.
No, wait, I want it right here.
Okay.
But you keep on tipping it.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get this.
Sorry. Just trying to hold it upright. Jesus. Freaking nuts.
See? A taper. See the taper?
Yep.
Right? So that nut forces that down on there.
See. Yep, I get it.
Oh, and look what we find. Maple seeds.
Maple seeds, of course. Why not?
Why wouldn't there be maple seeds everywhere?
Exactly.
All right, that seemed a bit more aggressive than it needed to be. Let's see if we can get... All right, so that's keyed on there. That's only going that way. All right. Think we ought to try and get them other bolts out now? Good gravy, that was insane. Didn't I have that on that short extension? Right there. Those are 10s, aren't they? Yes, they are. Well, ain't those odd? Okay.
Use down low. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. And he seems long-winded. Alrighty then. How do you suppose that comes apart? Well, there's a prize for it. Where'd that big screwdriver go? You guys take it? The fuck did it go? Ah. I guess this is all Honda Bond too. This is the obvious pry spot. Oh, there it goes. Now what? It sure don't want to come off there, does it? I kind of thought I'd get it split and it would get to there and it would just really wear it off. There we go. Okay, that's the governor. There's a dipstick tube. An oil seal that we're going to need. Inspected by 27. Is that belt? What time is that? I ain't good. Okay, there it just hit a stop.
You gonna light that cigarette?
Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, I see. That lands on that. Okay. Alright. We probably need to get this key out of here. And would you come unbury that piece of paperwork?
Which this?
Yep. And grab the camera. And which one do you think we got? We got this one or that one? I think we got that one. Right, there's no hole. You orientate it the same way. See, there's no hole. There's no little funny thing here. Yeah. It just goes like that. So I think this is that one, and we don't need that or the key. We just need this one with, what did we determine? Number 8. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. I got that crank out, and I'm reasonably confident that I know which one it is now, so I can at least order the correct part. We'll see how long that takes to come in. We'll probably, I bet you I'll get that thing back together just in time for it to rain. That would be awesome. Yeah, but yeah, well, next time we come back, we'll go through that box of parts that showed up and see if we can't get maybe a little bit started. I'd like to get the valve seals and the valve covers off on the 390 here, and maybe get them starting towards paint. Yeah, you'll see. We'll do it then. Please give us a thumbs up if you get a chance. I appreciate it. It helps move the channel around. It alters the algorithm so more people see. Really? So more people get to see the video. Please like, subscribe, click the little bell icon, and yeah, we'll see you next time. This has been Empty Pockets production.